prolonging this episode, man, because I'm trying to I want to talk about more than sports, y'all. And I want y'all to really get to know who I am, and I want to be able to help y'all with some of the things y'all going through in y'all life besides sports. You know what I'm saying? And trying to get you to spend some money or gamble your money. I know, man, that's my little thing I do. But shout out to my mama, man. Happy birthday. Today her birthday. And I want to just get into a little bit personal, you know, about Tory B and just about life, man. Just stuff that I can help y'all with that I've been through. Some of the stuff that y'all been through, y'all can help me with. And vice versa, you feel me? I ain't turned the mic on today because I just wanted to kick it with y'all on this second episode. Get more familiar, get my watch time up. But I ain't really pressing that. I just want y'all to know who I am, man, and really the struggles of life. Like, we can help each other. We don't have to be closed-mouthed and, you know, just narrow-minded. Be open-minded. Like I told y'all, man, I done been molested and everything, like, as a kid, bro. Like, it's been wild for me as a kid, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not blaming that on my moms, but I'm saying that without my moms and without some of the stuff that happened to me, bro, like, I probably would be dead or in jail 100 years. Like, nobody would know me unless you met me in jail or some stuff like that, or in prison. I ain't know that, though, you know what I mean? Because I know how life can get for everybody, bro. You just gotta make the right decisions. My mother, man, me and my mother separated when I was young, like 1, 2 years old. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not seeing my mom. I stayed with somebody else in my family, in a whole nother family setting. It's a family, you know, and I'm just the addition to this family. It's like 5 or 6 people, and it's a normal family, and it's nobody in here, my mother or my father. You know what I'm saying? But it's just my mom was living fast, man, and I don't blame her and I don't knock her because, like I just told you, I was molested, she was molested, you know, and house molested. It's just a lot of crazy stuff going on, you feel me? My grandma passed in her 30s. My mother's brother was killed by the police when he was 18, so, you know what I'm saying? And just her being who she is, you can't knock her for trying to and wanting to do better. All this stuff going on in Memphis, Tennessee. So she ended up moving to Detroit, Michigan, you feel me? I was still in Memphis. I was born in Memphis. She born in Memphis. We all from Memphis. I got a little brother too. Shout out Eps.2. He was born in Detroit. I ain't gonna disrespect you. Shout out to Riverview Hospital, where I had my big brother stay. Yeah, man. We been through it, y'all. So I ended up eventually. My mom ended up sending for me to come from down south to Detroit. My auntie brought me up here. One of my aunties, I didn't even stay with her. Just so happened she had the time to catch the bus with me, the Greyhound, to come to Detroit. I had seen my mom for so long, y'all, I ain't even know what she looked like, but I know what she looked like. You know what I'm saying? It was bad. It was devastating for a kid. I'm like 2, 3 years old. I don't know, I miss my mama though, you know what I mean? But the family that I was with, shout out to my auntie Maxine and everybody that stayed in their house, they were awesome. Quick fact, the people that I was in the house with, 3 out of 4 of them, or 2 out of 4 was they doctors right now. Like, shout out to y'all. That's the kind of household I was in early, man, and that's how I thought things was, like. And then I came to Detroit. When I came to Detroit to see my mom the day I got off of the bus, y'all, man, it was mind blowing. Like, everybody on the bus was like, it was like a movie out there. Like, I could see how they reacted. I'm tripping, but when I see my mama, I go crazy on the bus. I could see her, and she crying, I'm crying. You feel me? It's like, man, it's tragic, bro. Like, I hadn't seen her. I don't know what she doing. I don't know if she all right or not. People on the bus is just a wild day. You know, my auntie there. So I get here and I don't know nothing about it. I don't know I'm with my mama. That's all that matters. You feel me? I know I'm with my mama. We here, man. I stay with my auntie at the time, or a family member. That's where we at. You know what I mean? And I'm over there with them. We over there probably a week. It wasn't long, I'll say that. Until my mom got her own place and we had our own place. But while I'm over there, man, it's in that house, y'all, I seen so much crazy stuff, you know what I mean? I seen a lady get drugged down some stairs. I seen a lady get punched countless times in the face like she was a dude until she not even moving, like a rag doll. Like some, have you ever seen the movie Wrong Turn? Like how he carrying them bodies in there, like how that monster dude, like that. Like, I'm like, man, I end up burning my, sticking my hand in a fireplace over there. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's like on the tip of my, I think that's it. Yeah, you can see it. Like, yeah, I've been had that on my arm since I was a kid, like a little bitty kid. When I first got, I stuck my whole arm. I don't know why. The whole time I'm with my people down south, I don't know nothing about none of this stuff. I guess that's probably why. But I end up getting my foot caught in a bike. And it's on my ankle now. Like, if I could show y'all, I'll show y'all, but I can show y'all the picture of it. But my ankle is bad. Like, I'm talking about my skin is all off my ankle from just when I get to Detroit. This is what's going on with me when I get to Detroit. So we finally moved into place, man. It's on Color, on the Detroit east side, on Color, off of McCullough. Shout out to the crib. At this time, man, my mama wasn't doing too good mentally. Like, she ripping and running like she was when she was down there. Now there's drugs and stuff involved, and I'm seeing people that I don't really know. They got kids. I don't know what these kids are. You know what I'm saying? Some of these kids that I'm getting introduced to sexually act. You feel me? And my mama don't know this. I don't know what's going on. I was never treated like this. I was never touched in a crazy way when I was with my people in Memphis and none of that. But when I got to Detroit, the kids, adults, it got bad. Like, I'm getting treated a certain way. Like, I don't even know why this is going on. I'm guessing this what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not blaming my mama for none of this because I understood that she just wanted me back in her presence. You know what I mean? But at the same time, she wasn't ready enough to have me because, you know what I mean, I wasn't being watched and cared for the proper ways, because if I was, this stuff wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? I ask myself nowadays, like, why I ain't never say nothing about none of this stuff? Because I just thought it was all right, I guess. I don't know. It just, that's what was going on, you know what I mean? So I was going through that type of stuff, and then my mama met this guy, was an older guy, which I call him my granddad. We had no blood relation. And we ended up moving in with him out of that house that we got. And I don't know why. I know why, but we ended up moving in with my granddad, which was around the corner. You know what I mean? On McCullough. And when we end up moving in that house, you know what I mean? It's like, that was the best thing that ever happened to me. You know what I mean? Because my granddad, he protected me from a lot of that crazy shit. You feel me? And without him, I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be me, you know? Yeah, I wouldn't be me. My granddad passed when I was in the 6th grade, you know? I don't talk about this type of stuff because, you know, it's hard, bro. It's hard, you know. But one thing I want to tell y'all is that it's like, you got to get it out your body. You got to get it out your body, man. There's a lot of days I went through it before I met my granddad. And it's, you know, without him, man, like, for real, you know. Rest in peace to granddad, you feel me? That's my mans. You know what I mean? Always gonna be my mans. I got a little bit, you know, I am emotional about that because I feel like today if I had my granddad, a lot of stuff wouldn't happen. So I try to emulate my granddad and prevent a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff I don't do because I know the consequences, you know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, I done been in jail countless times. And the whole time I'm going through this stuff, I'm knowing like, man, if certain people was around, bro, I wouldn't even have to do this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But going back to when I first met my granddad, when we first got over there, I just got that male role model that fear nothing from him. Like, my granddad ain't scared of nothing. He ain't worried about nothing. We ain't worried about nothing in here. I ain't worried about it because I got him. And being able to go grocery shopping and just learning how, like, what a man's supposed to do. I don't know. The family that I had, man, the male role model that I had when I was with them, he was a cool dude. He never did nothing to me, but come to find out, he ended up doing some molestation himself, but it was never towards me. You know what I'm saying? So my granddad was, you know, like, I don't know, man, that was my everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, that I feared nothing. You know what I mean? And some kids that I encountered when I was in the house with him, yeah, that type of shit going on too. You know what I'm saying? But at that point, it was like, at least I had him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say nothing then, but at least I had my granddad. You feel me? Like, fuck it. So, if you ever went through anything like this, or if you going through something like this, man, you need to say something, bro. Because the longer you don't say nothing, the more it's gonna, you know, it's gonna hurt you, and it's not gonna help you by holding it in. So you gotta get it out. And I want to share this with y'all. I know this is some crazy shit that anybody can bring up again against me or whatever. I don't care. I ain't doing none of this. Yeah, he ain't saying none of this, but nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's for me, and that just, you know, that's just how it go for me, man. But back to my mom's, y'all. Like, my granddad spoiled me and her, man. Gave us everything we wanted. It was nothing that we really wanted. It was so like plentiful, man. We had extra stuff. You feel me? We had more stuff than we needed. You know what I mean? My little brother, he came along. He ended up coming along. You know what I mean? But before then, man, it was like we would kick it. He would school me on everything. We would just do different stuff. Different people that would need his help, like different family members of his that had kids, they would stay with us, and the mother would stay with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I would remember these people, and I could tell the difference when they would move out, and you know what I'm saying? It was just a lot of little stuff until one day, man, my mom and my granddad, they got in an argument, a big argument, and it was bad. It was bad. I don't know what they was arguing about, but I ended up coming from upstairs. And by the time I get downstairs to where I could visually see both of them, he grabbed her arm, like she trying to walk away from him. He grabbed her arm, and she grabbed some scissors. You feel me? And she about to sticking with him. You feel me? And I just started screaming to the top of my lungs, like, you know, like, no, like, no, you feel me? In some kind of way, she didn't. But man, her body gesture and the way she was moving, man. It was bad, you know what I mean? So we ended up moving out of there, you know what I mean? And the relationship with my granddad, it was a little different, but it in a way that it got like better, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got to see him arguing with my mama, but we still get me and my little brother still get the same kind of love from him, because he'll come pick us up, you know what I'm saying? Vibe with us, take us to Bella, you know what I'm saying? Or if we need something for school or something, he'll take us. He old, man. He'll go in the store. And this when First Downs was out. Like, I took him in the store on Van Dyke. I can't even think of the name of the store. It's in Detroit, man. It's on Van Dyke and like Harper. And we went in there and he bought that joint for me, you know, and just different little stuff like that. He always would look out for me regardless, you know what I mean? And a little bit after that, man, we wasn't gone the whole year out of the crib. He ended up killing somebody, a young man that he ended up raising. And it was, I don't know what was going on, the severity of the conversation. I think he threatened the young man's mother, or the mother threatened him or some kind of way. Her son ended up coming to my granddad's house, walking in the yard, and my granddad ended up shooting him, and he ended up walking out the yard and dying in the middle of the street right there. And once he passed right there, I was outside. You feel me? I was in the back window of the car because my mama just pulled up, and he was coming out of the, you know what I'm saying? Again, you feel like, I'm like, and I never seen my granddad look like that. Like, the look on his face was, and come to find out, this was a young man that he ended up raising like me, ended up being a part of his life raising, a dispute between that young man's mother and my granddad ended up leading to him passing right there in front of me. Like, if that's the position I'm in, when I'm, you know what I'm saying? Anything, but in my heart, man, I never felt like my granddad would do that to me. Or my mom, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, I don't know. But that's just ended up what happened. And after that, man, my granddad was never the same. He passed a couple years after that. He was never the same. He ended up moving he moved out of the house. And he ended up moving to like a senior citizen home. It was right next door to my middle school. And I used to walk over there and go in there and clean up for him sometime, or would just go in there and chill with him, you know what I'm saying? And it would be lonely in there, but I just still had that feeling like, as long as I got my granddad, I'm straight. I don't care about nothing. And then we wouldn't even be doing that. We'd just be sitting in there. He'd be in his room sleep. I'd be sitting in the front room. He didn't have no TV in his front room. Or I'd go in there with him and, you know what I'm saying, or try to clean the refrigerator out or something for him. Because he a hoarder, you know what I'm saying, as far as food. But, man, it's just, you know, that was like the end of my granddad's life. And he ended up passing. I didn't even go to his funeral, you know. And that still affects me to this day. But after that, man, it was you know, I was lost. Like, I was lost. You feel me? I ended up playing football a little bit, just being more athletic, just going out, you know, just trying to be something. You know what I'm saying? Like seeing all these athletes on TV, certain football players that I admire at the time. I'm like, man, I'm trying to get my family like that so we can, you know what I'm saying? At least not, you know, not be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I ended up playing all 4 years of high school football. Without football, I don't think I would have made it through high school without my mama, you know what I'm saying, either. Because she didn't want me to play originally. Like, I had to sneak and play until she just started finding out, like, yeah, bro, you playing football? You're like, yeah, I have to. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they ended up working. At this point in my life, man, my mom, she played a big part in a good way and in a bad way. You know, and I don't blame my mama for this stuff because I know, like I just told you, all the stuff that she done been through. And then you got two sons to raise, you know what I'm saying, on your own. She never really made much money, but she went to work every day. You know what I'm saying? Loyal. Gonna go get the money, but it ain't a lot of money to get. But anybody that know my mama, they know that she stand on business. You feel me? If she borrows something from you, she gonna pay you for sure. You feel me? You gonna get your bread. But just having to live like that, like I used to have to go to the store 1, 2 o'clock in the morning with bottles to go get beers for her. And I ain't saying that they supposed to let me do that at the store, but I would go some days with no money and get beers and food and shit. Not just beers, but my mom, we ain't have no food in the house. She'd say, go to the store and get such and such and such and such and such, and y'all eat, you know what I'm saying? Or she'd get her, you know what I mean? Or it just, we always had a way. She just never quit. She never just quit it on me like, you know, fuck it. You don't gotta eat, well, swallow the spit. No, she finna make it happen if it ain't already in there. You know what I mean? To the point where we struggled, but we had just what we needed. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no extras like with my granddad. Like, it's unlimited. You gonna get full to the point where you throwing food away. Or you got clothes to where you giving clothes away. You got shoes you ain't even wore and stuff like that. Like, that's what I was used to. But then, you know what I'm saying, after that was all done, and then it was just like, you know, it was a lot, man. Me and her we battled a lot. We battled because she didn't want me to do anything, you know what I'm saying? And I respect her nowadays for that because I know that people don't like me just because of the way I look. People don't rock with me just because of the way I act, because of the way I talk. That's anybody, you know what I'm saying? But it's real bad for me because of just the way my eyes is. And some kind of way I felt like that was a part of the molestation. Certain people looking at me like that, like, you know what I'm saying? And I done been around weirdos, like people that you would never expect this from. And this what they be on. This what they be on. So my days and as an adult, like now, man, I don't play about kids. Don't do that. I'm totally, you feel me, against that. And I'm, you know what I mean? Like, I don't play like that. And that's just me, you know what I mean? But shout out to my mama, man, because without her, bro, just having that much guidance over me, even though it was kind of later on in the game, I still had it from her, you know what I mean? And I respect her and I admire her. Because a lot of people, man, they don't really know, you know what I'm saying, like how to raise kids or even concerned about a kid. Because when they was a kid, it was so fucked up for them, you know, so they feel like that's the right way to be, or, you know what I'm saying, you don't... You know what I'm saying? Like, people be extra hard on their kid. My mom was extra hard on me. But I don't never really hear my mama talk about when she was really loved as a kid, unless it was from another man or something, or she loved him or some stuff like that. But as a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to love your kids, man. You have to, you know what I mean? And a lot of women play with them kids. Like, I got a situation like that with some, you know what I'm saying? They play with the kids, man. They not knowing, like, you don't know what your kid going through, for real, especially if you're not really around them, you know what I mean, or you know, and that's what bothered me, because I got kids that I'm not around daily, you know what I'm saying, I don't know what's going on, I don't want to try to, you know what I'm saying, like, worry myself to death about that, but that's the top thing on my head every day, my kids, man, I need to see them, I need to be around them, you know what I'm saying, I can tell, I know, you know what I'm saying, because I'm a child of that type of stuff, like a pain of, you know what I'm saying, of hurt. You You feel me? I've been through it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's being free. But I'm just under some crazy circumstances in my life because shit, that's just how it is, you know. And man, I don't know, bro. But I never meant to, you know, try to go against my mom or hurt my mom or nothing with anything I ever did. But she helped me a lot, though. You know what I mean? Like, even when she shot me down and cussed me out about some shit that I'm supposed to ask my mom for, you know, it helped me become a better man. It helped me become, you know what I'm saying, not pride, but it helped me, like, understand you don't ask nobody for nothing, man. Somebody gonna give you something, they gonna give it to you. But you don't ask for it. If you don't got it, you don't got it. Go get it. You know what I'm saying? Make it easy on yourself. Why would you put that on somebody else? Oh, I need this. Oh, I need that. No, you don't have it. Go get it. The best way you know how. You know what I'm saying? And if you know how to do crime and all that, then that's what you finna do. You know what it come with. Can you do that part of it too? Well, there's your answer. You know what I'm saying? So now when I tell you, like, I've been in jail a lot of times because there's a lot of days I had no answer. Like, shit, I can't call my mama. I definitely ain't calling no daddy. It ain't no daddy to call, meaning like to, you know what I mean? That's another thing, and I don't mean to put no disrespect on my mom or my dad's name, but as far as, you know, like, I never had that, bro. I never had my mom and dad in the same house with me. Like, I know that I'm finna go home. None of that. I ain't never had that. My mama ain't here. You know what I'm saying? And shit, at one point in my life, it wasn't even, I'm in the house, it ain't even my mama here. Shit. You know what I'm saying? So as I got older and I got more mature and understanding life when I'm in college and stuff like that, like, I understand. Bro, you gotta do what you gotta do. Bro, you gotta do what you gotta do. Ain't no friends. You know what I'm saying? That should be combo, but you run into a few people that in your life that's real friends. And that's what make them irreplaceable friends, lifelong friends. You know what I'm saying? Because they help you go through something they don't even know. They just was being a real friend, a real supporter, a real fan. That's what mattered to me, you know what I mean? And that's who I am nowadays. Like, bro, I just try to support people, help people, you know what I'm saying? Reach your goals. Because if I had that, you know what I mean? Ain't no telling where, if we all had it, ain't no telling where we all would be to where we can empower some more people and make, you know what I'm saying, our lifespan so much better. And the next person's, you know what I'm saying? But going forward, man, I just try to use this YouTube as mental therapy. Just vibe, you know, trying to do food reviews, kick some sports with y'all. Sometimes we win money, sometimes we don't. But at the end of the day, I be wanting y'all to know, like, it's more to me than just sports, bro. And that's the point of me making this episode right here on the podcast, so we can really kick it. It's a lot of men, probably your man, probably your woman, that done been through molestation, that done been through depression, that done been through real, like, what you call it, suppression, like that's been suppressed growing up as a kid, and it affects them to this day. They don't know how to talk about it. They don't even know. They feel like it's okay. You know what I mean? You can see how the way they raise their kids. You feel like that's all right, huh? That's the way you was raised. Of course it's okay. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just making this platform a little bit more open so we can communicate both ways. I know how to use Streamlab. I know how to use Zoom. So if any Tory B people, TBP fans, whatever, y'all, shout out to the big homie. Big homie, real quick. Big homie. Can't be no sore loser, man. You can't be no sore loser. Shout out to you on the last video. Shout out to the podcast, man, Living Life After Life. Y'all gonna subscribe to that, man. They trying to run it up. Big homie trying to run up his fitness page. If you don't know what I'm talking about, first of all, his name is Banky Pound. Banky Pound. You like how you say the bank with a K or with a Y? Then pound. You know what I'm saying? Dog pound. Pound. Go subscribe to him, man. Go check him out. Man, you hear me? Like, go check him out. That's my man. I watch him every day. That's why I just try to stay motivated. He definitely be motivating me to just be more open, more transparent with people, more just, you know what I'm saying, Tory B, you know what I mean? Like, that's all. But I don't be want to do too much, man. This internet, man, wow, like, you don't know what you gonna turn the TV on or turn your, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what you finna see. So, just be careful, man, out here, y'all. I wanted to just share that a little bit. Happy birthday, moms. Happy birthday, darling. You know, I love you, baby. I always will. You feel me? I hope you enjoy yourself. I hope I ain't offend you with this video. I hope I ain't offend nobody with this video. I'm just kicking it, you know, doing me with it. That's all. Just doing me with it, y'all. And episode 3 coming, man. Episode 3 coming. Shout out to KLC. He was just hitting the line. That's why I was kind of drifting on. But man, like y'all, I got more to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? Kick it with y'all. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Honestly, everything I said, it helped me. It just helped me. So I feel so much better right now. So much better. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to me on YouTube, man, for more content about sports, about real life events, about everything. We just gonna kick it. You feel me? Today I'm taking James Madison on the basketball side. Y'all know I'm finna give y'all some picks, because if you watch this whole thing, you need some picks. Blessings. This is a part of my paid picks too. James Madison, money line, TCU plus the points today. Plus the points, y'all. That's a 2-team parlay.